Out of work.
Hi, this is Kai Stallman. We're going to have a threesome conversation.
Ruby, sit back.
Lord have mercy.
Sit back. Sit back, Kai.
He said threesome.
Okay, we'll all fit. We're good.
Good.
This guy said threesome. I said he could handle the two of us. He was.
Wait a minute. We're going to have to edit that the fuck out.
Fetal position. Shaking.
Whoa.
Like what?
Threesome, he said.
What did I miss?
Yes.
Did I miss a threesome?
Yes.
No.
Oh, wait,
No.
should he be in the middle or should he just be on the side?
Just
No. He's good
I
right
mean, right here.
Right
Yes,
here.
you know the
Good
guest
right
has to be in the middle.
Definitely.
Indeed.
Yes.
Motherhood, sex,
Sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building.
Ah!
Welcome.
Good, people. What's good?
Big up MSM.
We
Sis.
have a wonderful guest. His name is Jay Angelo. We're going to talk about how awesome he is, but he is here specifically as the weed man. And so we're going to put these treats right here and let him do his thing while we converse.
All right then.
Jay
Ladies.
Angelo, can you introduce yourself?
Please do.
You already did.
No.
No. Tell us everything you do, and you know what I'm saying? Because I know you got a whole group. You know what I'm saying? You got fans and shit, groupies.
Right. Let's
I'm
start
just
this
saying
way.
the hoes
There's
might
not
be
enough
jumping
time for all
The
that.
hoes might be jumping in the inbox, but we're not going to talk about the hoes.
Actually, the inbox is closed for now.
Oh,
There you go.
shots
So,
fired.
Inbox is closed,
because
y'all.
we're working right now. I'm over here chilling with
Shots fired.
my two beautiful queens. Amazing, great friends of mine. Let me introduce them since y'all know them. All right, y'all. We got the MSM Empire seated right here in front of y'all.
Yeah.
Motherhood, sex, marijuana. Guess why I'm here? Because I'm born from a mother. So y'all dig that.
That's what's up.
Meanwhile, I love sex and I'm a weed man.
Definite.
Taking a shot to that. The name is Jay Angelo, reggae artist based in Seattle. We're gonna talk about everything else when they ask me whatever they want to ask me. But hey, guys, come on,
Cheers
go
to
easy
that.
on this guy because we
Cheers.
still have a long conversation to have, right?
Definitely.
All right then, let's do it.
Sip on my ass is all good.
Come
Well,
on.
before we proceed, I have to share a story. When motherhood, sex, marijuana was just a mere thought in someone's mind, we talked about it with Jay Angelo and his lovely bride. And we talked about it actually in my home. And so I want to say right now, thank you for your contributions in terms of creative that you've actually contributed to this project. It's a real thing. Whenever you take on a group situation or something that's bigger than yourself, there's countless people behind the scenes that you have no idea have to do with what you're doing or what you see or what's being portrayed, right, in the public. But I want to definitely thank you, Jay Angelo, as well as Ree, and as well as Sterling for your contributions
Big
in
up,
the
Starling.
early parts of these ideas and bouncing off these things and having meetings at Ree's house and the initiations. So I just wanted to say that because it's really important. And when we succeed, our whole family eats. Everybody at the table can eat. And so that's one thing that I learned from you, Jay Angelo. We've been friends like on Earth, maybe for about a couple of years, but it seems like you kind of know each other for much longer. And I know you guys and Kai have known each other much longer than that.
Yeah, y'all know.
I mean, because I met her, I met Riona in like 2013 trying to sell her book. And literally, I'm just saying. And that's how we got together. And literally, everybody turn around and say hello to Africa.
Hi, Africa.
Hey, what's good?
What's good, honey?
We're taping
Good to
right
see you,
now.
Mom.
You
Hey,
know what I'm
what's
saying?
up, sweetheart? Good to see
Yes,
you too.
Destiny is coming
What's
in the
up,
crib.
Destiny?
Yes, so.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, so this this whole entity has grown into this, and literally it's just a piece of everybody, because we all live this life. You know what I mean? Yes, you see me and Ruby on camera all the time, but we all live this life.
We all live this life. It's bigger than all of us.
We all roll. We all roll in blunts.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And rolling with the punches.
Come on. Come on.
Just saying.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. First of all, thank you, audience, for being so great and being such amazing people. Our listeners out there, we just want to thank you all for taking your time. Y'all could have been doing some other stuff. Y'all could have been rolling the blunt somewhere else.
Right.
But y'all decided to do it with us.
Yeah.
So maybe we're about to do that in a minute, but you know.
We already got something rolled right here, so we might.
So all we need is a lighter, right?
We need
pretty much. It's right over there. Thank you.
Well, here's a lighter right here. Yeah, I'll take care of that for you, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, I went to grab your drink.
And thank you, our crew. Y'all cannot see them, but they're working tirelessly to make sure we get smoked out really good, and we also get the top shelf whiskeys. How we do it,
The fact is, there's a lot of things that go into this show. A lot of
Absolutely.
Tings.
Tell us, Empress. How are you, team?
But yes, first thing I want to do is talk about, because of course I want people to know where they can check out your music. If you having a show coming up, anything that you want the people to know right now, that you know what I'm saying, social media, anything. Let us know about that right now, because that's where we need to be at first.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know real quick before I hit this, because once I hit this, the show's over.
I mean, the name of the show is we smoke, we chill. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
this is actually the first time
we're gonna ask you some shit.
This is the first time we actually had liquor on the show. We usually just been drinking water, but this is the first time we got liquor.
So I'm gonna just have to
keep it real. We got liquors now. We got liquors.
You can tell I'm a little tipsy. I'm
like,
really?
Now.
We do got them. We do got them.
We got liquors now.
The ladies actually had a special request, and we decided to pass by the barman, and they gave us some things,
I mean, some things.
Yes,
Ting like one.
They make you go ting ting.
Nope. Oh, that's how y'all be doing it. Man, I need to get in line. I need to get on code, cause man. Okay, give me just a second here. But where you all can find me?
Yes.
On YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify. We're working on Spotify. And wait, what is this other one? I heard about TikTok. My time is ticking toward that, so we'll hook you up on that. But meanwhile, I'm YouTube J'_Angelo, SoundCloud J'_Angelo.
Like D'Angelo, but with a J.
Right. That's the
J'_Angelo.
The 10th letter of the alphabet.
There you go.
Well.
Yes, and thank you so much for supporting everything I do, the music that I make, the ideas that I have in my head are all for all mankind. It's for everybody, and it's not about really me. So whatever I'm doing out here, and whatever I'm doing is for whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm singing, whatever I'm presenting, whatever I'm smoking, is for all of us, because I feel my gift is just to share the message of what I got, and I'm so thankful that my sisters gave me this time to be able to show.
I mean, the fact is, nowadays, now more than ever, we need good vibes. More than ever, we need positive vibrations, because the society in a whole is trying to tell us that we ain't gonna make it, and the fact is we gonna make it. I refuse to believe I ain't gonna make it. Excuse you, I have children. I gotta tell them that we gonna make it, and I can't tell them we gonna make it if I don't believe we gonna make it. So fuck you and all your fuck shit if all you do is negativity, pal.
We don't do that around here. We don't do that.
We don't play that, not in BK, not at all.
We don't do that.
We don't play that, not in BK, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
So no.
Not at all. Due to COVID, we can't really have shows, but we're working on it. There's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about here, which is politics and religion. That's happening right now. So we're gonna wait on that wave and then we'll see what happens on the other side. Y'all stay tight, hang tight, hold tight. Serious times, serious times. All right. Speaking as a Rasta man, I'm just telling y'all, hang tight, okay? Because y'all need enough food in your house. Y'all need to know exactly who's coming into your house and who's not. Can I talk about that for a second?
Please.
Because I just feel like these are, yeah, absolutely. And thank you for, thank you for the forum, guys. Look, I smoke weed. I'm deep. 20-foot diver. See, now I say, sometimes we look at things and we don't really see what's going on. Now, there's some of us who got real eyes, and so we can realize. Now, that being said, there's a lot of stuff going on. Please, be careful. Take care of yourself. Go to the shooting range as much as you can. If you're American or Canadian, or you got access to legal firearms, please. We're not advocating violence. We're just saying go to the shooting range and learn to use one of those things, because you just never know how. You never know. Right now, we never know. The home of the free, the land of the brave. Wait, did I mix that up? The land of the free and the home of the brave. We're having a serious situation right now, and we thank Jaja for being there for each and everybody, and especially MSM for having this Saturday night session, which y'all already know we planned for so long.
Man, listen, when you talk about the land of the free and home of the brave, child, because for who?
I mean, I know. I was just running that because I knew where that would go.
Let me clutch my pearls and gather myself. But the advice that he gave was very genuine and very true. Yes, defend yourself at all fucking costs. Yes. Don't think about how the world is being affected when it's your house that needs to be handled. No, your house that needs to be protected.
My house.
In charge of that.
And God knows. We already know. It's not about what the fuck is sold on TV. It's about what's real in your heart and real in your own space.
Absolutely.
So yes,
absolutely.
There's no advocation of violence here. There is an advocation of protecting your life, the one life you get, protecting the children that you brought in the world that you care for, that you're not gonna let any fuck boy or any fuck girl take out just because they want to.
Come on,
you feel me? That's what he's talking about.
That's what she's talking about. No,
but
that's what we talking about.
That's what we talking about.
And that's what we're talking about. And we're in a land where we're fortunate enough to have that right. There's countries that don't have that right, and so exercise it wisely for sure.
Exercise it wisely.
And
big words.
Speaking of which, my brother here is from Kenya, and I'd like for you to kind of elaborate on your perspective as a black Kenyan man in the United States and and what is your perspective on sexuality?
I told y'all this show is fire. Give me just a second here. My vote on sexuality.
It's a broad question.
Yes. So out of a kind of a Democratic Republican situation, I will say I am an independent when it comes to sex. Anything goes. Anything goes. Now, let me explain that. The way I was brought up by my parents, they didn't really. Let me just be very honest. Can I be very uncut?
Oh wait, nothing but honesty.
Let me be very uncut. I'm normally very, very, very honest, but I'm gonna be over honest today. Now, my parents did not really tell me, didn't really talk to me about sex. Did not grow up hearing that about them. Matter of fact, my parents hid their relationship. I wouldn't say hide because they couldn't really. I mean, I did really catch my parents having sex once.
Okay.
I'll say that. And
we talked about that as well.
Yes.
We talked about it.
It's a real thing.
And I'm glad now that I know about sex. I'm glad that they were actually having fun, because from the looks and sounds of it, they were not complaining. Now, on the flip side though, my issue is where I'm at right now in my life. I had to teach myself. okay, there's people that I hang out with, living in Kenya, right? East Africa, right? Right off of the Indian Ocean. And if you've never been to Mombasa, you need to, you know, make it quick. Make it quick, go out there. Africa is nothing like what they tell you on TV. It's nothing like what they tell you on TV. But that's just a side note. That's a side note. Back to the topic, okay? So my mother and my father tried their best to protect and shield myself and my siblings. I have 2 sisters. From the real life. Let me just call that the real life, okay? But somehow, you know, Jaja no, man. Jaja no. I'm a very, very open spirit, and somehow these things come to me. I never go out looking for information. It always falls on my laps. And met up with these older people, older men, older guys that really guided me into becoming who I am. Most of my life, I lived from the street. I learned from the street, okay? And I have one of my very best friends here with us. He's not in the audience, but I mean, he's not with us here, but he's in the audience, and he can, you know, recapitulate on what I just said. We were having this conversation about whether you're being reared by, you know, or raised by your parents, you know, in every step of the way, especially in this kind of important things like sex and money and relationships and family. Oh, family is a big one. And, you know, even marijuana. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that.
All important subjects.
So you know, kind of like, you know, we have a lot of surprises in Africa, and I'm pretty sure this happens all over the whole world. But speaking about Kenya specifically, my family, my parents chose, based on the results, they chose to shelter me and my siblings from these things. I learned these things from the streets. So guess how much I know.
And see, it's funny you say that, because a lot of us do learn like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother never, literally, her advice was don't get pregnant. That was it. Don't get pregnant. Now, not how a woman gets pregnant, or, you know what I'm saying, or anything involving man-woman relationship, or anything sexual, anything. Just don't get pregnant. And it wasn't until, you know, I would talk to friends and find out, okay, yes, you know, you actually get your period, and, you know what I'm saying, your period could mean that you're not pregnant, but for some women, that necessarily ain't the case. You know what I mean? And literally, and then having programs like, you know what I mean, Planned Parenthood and community clinics that, you know what I mean, would allow a teenager to come in and, you know what I'm saying, get a whole health evaluation without their parents' consent. You know what I mean? Like, things like that is what half the time, at least in my generation, gets to teach a person about sex, because the parent is not open enough, or just not willing to talk about it, because they figure, okay, if I talk about it with the child, they might want to experiment.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? And then at the same time, if I talk about it with the child, I'm going to talk with the child based on my beliefs. I'm going to talk about, you know, if I don't believe in homosexuality, if I don't believe in lesbianism, if I don't believe in any of the alphabet letters, I'm not going to teach that to my child. And yet my child might go out and meet somebody that's LGBTQIA whatever, and get a whole education, or get an education from a TV show. Shout out to Pose, because baby, Pose was one of the first shows that I actually, I mean, literally watched men have sex, and it was just out of curiosity that I was sitting there like, God damn, they do it just like us.
Whoa.
They do it just like us.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Go ahead.
I actually get turned on by gameplay.
Oh, I ain't get turned on. I was just curious, like a motherfucker staring at it, like,
and how
and popping my popcorn, like, say word, they fucking, they really fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all really want to know this?
Yes.
Well,
weirdest place.
Oh my God, my ears perked for this.
Please don't.
I'm just saying, because whether it's your business or it's not your business, it's our business now.
Hey, it's MSM business, right?
It's our business.
MSM business right now. All right, guys.
Weirdest.
Wow.
Or strangest.
No.
Weirdest.
I'll just be very, very clear. In a creek by a public park.
Creek. Public.
I made sure there was water so I could clean up after.
Oh.
Just, I'm a clean dude.
So we use natural water to clean up. Okay, very good.
River water.
Yeah.
River water.
It actually works wonders.
Oh.
All natural.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Where's the weirdest place you had sex?
The weirdest, I would say. I mean, it wasn't weird. It was just, it was just extra because it was the middle of the motherfucking day. I was in a vehicle and literally
Was the vehicle moving?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I was excited because like the tent on the fucking vehicle was one of those tents that you could be up on it like this and you still wouldn't be able to see it, but I'll be able to see your ass trying to see me. And yes, and it was in the middle of the day, my lunch break, and it was nice.
Nice and private.
Really nice.
You need privacy.
Not private because niggas was walking past us. It was New York City.
But they couldn't see you.
She had the
adrenaline.
But they couldn't see nothing. You know.
They just thought it was a bunch of wealthy motherfuckers acting homeless.
They just saw, they just saw a rich
Right.
vehicle just sitting there, just
could be the feds.
and things could be happening in the vehicle.
Movements.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, King worked for a very rich man, and he used to drive for him, and we fucked in every car. Every one of his cars.
I mean, wouldn't you
we
do
had
that?
sex because they
Wouldn't you do that?
I'm just saying, if you got access to a luxury vehicle,
come on now,
and the nigga you work with don't give a fuck because it's his money, he don't care what you do with it. What?
Dog.
I fucked a couple of times in his car.
I had sex in my Buick. It's a normal
car
thing.
sex is normal.
It is car sex,
normal.
and it should be promoted because it should because that you can move to different locations. It's kind of like DoorDash. Let me just explain this. No, sorry, I'm not trying to put up any idea. And if you guys got any ideas, shut them down right now.
DoorDash
it's not
should
legal.
Be hollering at us, but we gon'
we're gonna skip him. We're gonna skip him. Elon Musk, if you're ready and you wanna quit the global shit, we're with you. We're down. We're down.
But we down for sponsorships.
Yeah, you know. You can get a lift. You can get a lift. Yeah, to your destination. That's all
I'm just saying. And I always assume when I walk past, ain't too many times that I've been to the supermarket at nighttime, but I'm always assuming that when niggas is parked in their car, they about to fuck. I mean, it's nighttime and you in the parking lot. Right? You don't look like you about to go shopping for groceries. You don't look like you shopping for groceries.
No, that's because we already passed by Mickey D's.
Got the groceries.
Yeah, we already swung by that drive-thru. We got dinner.
You about to eat the groceries.
You having the fries.
You about to eat the groceries in the car.
Hey, could you pass me that butter? I got the bread over here. Where's the bread at? Where's that bread at? Yeah, it'd be like that, man. No judgments, man.
No judgments.
No judgments. No, I have a question. I have a question for the ladies. All right. So, Queens, what would you consider your worst sex ever?
Little dick, can't feel dick, and you gotta pretend. I mean, just to not hurt somebody's feelings, I've done that. I've pretended and said, and just had my own personal thoughts to get myself off. But yes, it's always been little dick. It's like, oh God.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of women.
No, God hated you if he gave you a little dick. God hated you.
I mean, you're half cooked or half baked.
No, God personally said that you are one hell of... No, you're going to be a bitch for the rest of your life. No, you're going to have a motherfucking clitoris, bitch. You're going to have a clitoris.
Big up DJ
That's what God said.
Big up
God
DJ
said that you deserve a clitoris. God said you deserve a clitoris.
At least with more circulation there.
Look,
because, baby... Because
Say it out.
I've had big dick where big dick where it's like as soon as it gets in the pussy goes, wait, we wasn't ready. We wasn't ready.
It's an anatomy thing, and it's almost like a math problem.
And
so if you have a very deep, thick pussy, you would prefer something that would, and especially if you prefer G-spot stimulation, you'd prefer something that would reach there, is what I think the overall bottom line is, right?
I'm just listening, right?
That's why the whole, big dick, but the average dick size, the average is about 4 to 5 inches. The average, so they say in the studies. Now, for more well-endowed gentlemen that we tend to favor if we like the G-spot stimulation, and as I described, right? It's a preference thing, I think. It's definitely a preference thing. Now,
big up to all my big dick niggas.
Yeah.
We love each other, you know.
Sometimes it's too big and you can't do shit with it.
No, sometimes it is too big.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh shit. See what's happening right now? Okay.
There has been situations where it's too big and you fighting the nigga off because you like, nah, bitch, no, you are not about to break me into a whole wall. No, for real. There was one nigga I told him, I was like, after we fucked out. No,
stick it out.
After I fucked him, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm ever gonna fuck you again. He was like, for real? No, I'm dead serious.
You gotta be able to enjoy it. And
because it felt like you was doing construction, and I don't. No, son. Boom. Felt like it was being worked on some.
What was he using? The compactor?
Like you was building a whole new wall, and I didn't want a new wall. I didn't request a new wall. I didn't pay for a new wall.
Yep.
I don't want a new wall.
She wanted her walls the way that they are.
Wanted to put a new wall, and I dead ass was like, nah. He was like, no, you for real? I'm like, no, for real.
Yeah,
we're good.
Those bricks.
We're not doing
Take your back. Take back your
bricks.
bricks.
We're not doing that.
Yes.
No, there are females that would.
I'm gonna like this shit.
Please do. Dead ass.
Yeah. Hey.
There are females that will tell a nigga, no, I'm good, and I'm dead ass told him I'm good. I'm sorry. No, you had fun. I know you had fun because my pum pum nice.
Yes.
But
no, I didn't.
I didn't have fun.
I did not have no fun at all.
I didn't have fun.
None at all.
So you get no more.
So man, this is a message.
Sorry.
Man. I'm here representing the men. Okay.
Go fuck somebody that's willing to stretch their shit out like that. Go fuck somebody that's willing to stretch their shit out like that.
I don't
I don't want my shit stretched out like no.
Honestly.
I need it to just fit. I need it to make me come. I need to be able to enjoy I need it to make me go a little crazy when you get a phone call and I don't understand where you getting this phone call from. I need to feel a little jealousy because I read that the other day. That good dick will make you jealous about anything. And bitch, yes, good dick.
And get
we're back to that situation.
Okay, very, very interesting.
Absolutely.
As far as I'm trying to think of the worst sexual experience that I've had.
I mean, baby.
Yeah,
Was it Obama?
No, we didn't get that far.
Well, Obama fucked all of us. But,
I know. I no comment. I don't.
We're not gonna talk about no politics.
No, I was just saying. It was really bad. It was really bad. We liked it. We liked it though. We liked it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Well,
child, the thing is with him, baby, let me tell you, the thing is with him, he had to do what he did to do what to do. Yes. And at the end of the day, none of the politics have anything to do with us. One of the main things I said the other day that motherfuckers was gagging is because don't matter who the oppressor is, there's still an oppressor. It don't matter if the oppressor is white, if the oppressor is black, if the oppressor is black and she fucking a white man. It don't matter. She got a whole record of locking up niggas. No, oppressor is an oppressor is an oppressor, bitch. Government is nothing but oppression.
And none of them actually
added
to what we got over here. So meanwhile,
marijuana
exactly.
and good vibes. Yes.
When's the first time you smoked weed? How old were you?
Oh my god. Around there's the first hand and the second hand smoking, right? Now we say second hand smoking is more dangerous than first hand smoking, right?
Is it now?
It is, especially for a 9-year-old. Hanging out with my uncles in the country.
Okay.
Them boys smoke bad weed. Okay. Now I'm hanging out in the room with them and I'm 9 years old. And my uncle, who is like 22 at that time, hands me something that looks like his finger. And it's like, smoke that. Just put it in your mouth and just breathe into it. And I'm like, what is that? It's like, no, go ahead. And since I trusted my uncle, and I feared my 2 uncles over there who are like 6'5" each, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I was 9 years old and my parents were in the next. Okay, so let me explain something. They were like a half a mile away because my grandparents' homestead is huge. We sit on like 5 acres. So every child, every sibling has their property built around the main house. Okay?
Nice.
And that's a culture thing. So
Wow.
yep, all the sons and all the daughters, actually all the sons build on the property.
Nice.
But the daughters, when they get married, they leave.
Yeah, that
So
makes
they
sense
so
because
they
go
build
with husbands.
elsewhere. Yes.
Right.
So their husbands are the ones that are gonna build by their mothers
And provide that.
and provide for their mothers and fathers.
Pretty
Much. We take
right.
in Africa. We take care of our. Our old folks, man. We don't put them in no nursing homes. That's something that
That's
just started.
awesome.
That's something that just started.
Yeah.
There's benefits to that. There's benefits to, making sure there's better health care for our old folks, and making sure that we take care of them and give them more company, man. These are libraries.
Mm-hmm.
These are libraries. There's an
History.
African saying that says
History.
exactly, my
Treasure
sister.
troves.
When an old man or
History.
woman dies, a whole library is burned to the ground.
Yeah.
You know
Say
what I'm saying?
that.
And that is that So anyways, my uncle passed me that weed at 9 years old, and I took one hit, and I was missing for 24 hours.
Just knocked out.
I walked all the way up into the cornfields, and I passed out somewhere in between. You know who found me? The children of the corn. Yeah, my cousins. Cause they love the corn. They live in the corn. They grew their corn. They are the children of the corn. They found me. Yeah, I was so fucked. Can I say that? I was so fucked up. But everything was good. And we don't have the marijuana tests back home in 1992. We didn't
Fuck
have
all
that.
those marijuana tests.
We had tribal clashes. That's what we had.
ridiculous. You guys are dumb. Drug tests.
It was a good
for
experience.
marijuana is just dumb. I'm sorry.
What about you? What was your
sorry.
first time that you smoked marijuana?
It was when I was 13. So I grew up Mormon. So I was
Holy shit. Pause.
very-
I have a question about the Mormons. Do they still believe that we're all... never mind.
You'll have to...
Never mind. I'll ask you that later.
Yes.
Yes.
But hey,
I'll ask you that
the reason why I even bring up Mormon is because it's a big no-no to even drink caffeine. So there's something in line where they just really, you could lose all your privileges if you smoke cigarettes and whatnot, really.
Anyways, they're not good for you, but, that's besides the point.
It's part of the law and whatnot.
Besides the point. Yeah.
Who is this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, so long story short is, I've always been very curious. My older siblings that didn't go to church with us, they smoked and all that. And I, every chance I could, when I was visiting them, I would go over there, steal some weed. It's kind of a joke to where it became a bad one. But no, I would just like jack some weed and I just started smoking, like out of a little pipe that I found. Because again, my siblings. But
She probably stole that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're not. We're not gonna say that out loud.
Yeah, I totally stole it.
No.
But I felt like I needed something because I was so alone, and I just felt like I needed something I did not know that it would make me feel that good. Also, I want to talk about like the parenting aspect as well. This is motherhood, sex, marijuana, parented and whatnot. And although J. Angelo doesn't physically have children yet, he is such a great parent already, he and his partner, because when you can just tell when if this is my nieces too, like they don't have children yet, but I know that they'd be great parents. And also,
when
he's helped me specifically with our own children. Like my, this transition and children acting out and shit. And you want to slap the fuck out of them. And you can't, but you got to figure a way to talk to them. And I really just appreciate that aspect of, our relationship with him as well. And Sterling and I both agree, like, he would be an amazing father, specifically. Because it's just, I don't think there's anything even to be afraid of, because I used to be so afraid of parenting when I wasn't. It's like, oh my God, what if? But it's not, because you actually figure it out and no one has all the answers. And that's why I don't ever judge people on their parenting, because no one has it all together. And CPS was even called on me. Fuck them. For what? Because people feel some type of way, right? But at the same time, you've helped me to understand things about myself in a way that it didn't hurt my feelings, because I have not handled everything the right way. And I mean,
none of us do. None of us do. The fact is, being a parent is a learning curve. Everything involving a parent is a learning curve. And even when you're watching other people and you don't have kids yourself, and you're saying, you know, if I was there, I would do this way. You could say all that, but then get yourself in a situation and shit might be different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Based on, you know what I'm saying? Based on feelings. You know what I mean? Right. So, no. You know what I mean? But there's certain people that you know what I mean? Like, for instance, if you leave them around your kids, you know they're going to take care of it. You know what I mean? You know that they're not going to
worry or stress.
They're not going to do nothing crazy, not touch them. They're going to protect them like they own. So that's something that that's a vibe that you automatically feel from people. You know what I mean? So, and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's what's up. No, I'm just saying that's an automatic with you. You know what I mean? That's automatic with you and Riona. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm so thankful that they're parents. Y'all know these are mothers, okay? And nothing but respect for the mothers, and that will include my own mother. Happy belated birthday, Mom. I love you. You know what it is. You know what's up. Yeah, we'll see you soon. But anyways, and also all my mothers too. Moms, you know who you are. Yeah, I'm sitting here with your daughter. We're doing everything good. Yeah, not misbehaving. Everything is fine.
Good.
We're just smoking some weed and talking about motherhood and sex like adults do.
Exactly.
But anyways, you know.
Life.
Yes, life. And it's a great thing to be a good person, because it brings me to the point of foster parents and step parents and people who literally take, you know, godparents, people who take these children under their wings.
Exactly.
And they just love. They love on these children. I mean, kids cannot have enough love. There's no such thing as enough love.
That's all that they need and want.
Yeah, so if you're a loving person, if you have love within you, and that is who we are all supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? If we have love within us, then anything else is possible. The whole reason why we are not going through what we're supposed to be going through right now is because there's not enough love. We need to work on this. And big up to all the mothers in the world.
Definitely. And
big up, because y'all are the ones keeping the love moving.
You gotta keep our the
fathers. Our fathers, I want to say one thing about our fathers. Since this is Motherhood, Sex, and Marijuana, I just want to say one thing about our fathers. Our fathers are the pillars.
Indeed.
Through which our mothers can guide us.
I agree.
If we do not have the pillars, then our mothers can guide us, but we will still have a problem making things happen. Our mothers can do everything they can.
Right.
Everything. They will go. They will take bullets for all of us.
It takes a village.
Yes, I know that for a fact. Yes, but we all need to come together and take care of each other.
Absolutely. Okay. And just because this is Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana doesn't mean that we only concentrate on motherhood.
Yeah, we
talking about family, period.
Absolutely.
Where the whole foundation of this show is about the upliftment of people that definitely smoke their weed, definitely take care of their families, and definitely have sex, because children are existing. So that obviously they got here through sex of whatever, you know what I mean? Somehow somebody was fucking in order to bring the child in the world. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't that bird that's dropping kids off a rooftop.
Oh hell no!
Oh, it's a stork.
Oh hell no! It wasn't no stork. It wasn't no you found this motherfucker in a basket in front of your door and you decide to bring that nigga in. No, you was fucking to get that motherfucker.
And if you were not fucking, who was a stork fucking?
Yes. Who was the stork fucking?
Because how did the stork come up with?
The stork got all the babies, dropping them all.
God damn.
Where the fuck
always loaded.
You loaded, dropping them all.
Yay for burnt sex.
Child,
come on. Just saying that.
How interesting.
No. But yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? So yes.
We love good sex.
So yes,
we
Motherhood
love it.
Motherhood, and yes, the show is called Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana. But yes, we the main foundation is parenthood, encouraging parenthood, knowing that parenthood under marijuana is not wrong. It is definitely right because you are taking care of those children. You are making sure those children are right, the bills are paid, and you are also getting high in order to maintain all that shit.
Exactly.
Damn right.
In
order to not slap a hoe, you keeping that. Child,
she's talking about the new Green Deal, guys.
No, real talk.
The new
weed
Green Deal
has kept
the
me
new Green Deal is marijuana is legal for everybody. You smoke. Everybody have to smoke up in the world, but you know the problem. Let's talk about that marijuana for just a second, ladies. I got one question for you. Why do you think that marijuana is illegal in most countries? Anyone of y'all can go first. You can go first, please,
based on
with the heavy locks.
It's all about money. It's all about money. The fact is that because while it's illegal, they can lock people up for it. Then they put people in jail. Then they have people working for 20 cents an hour, making fucking furniture for fucking places like IKEA. Okay, and fucking IKEA is selling furniture for $500 a pop that a motherfucker made for 20 cents an hour. I'm just saying that's the real reason to keep weed illegal and shit.
See, I'm glad I asked this question.
When it is legal, then they turn around and say, okay, fine, we're gonna let you smoke, but in certain states they want to ask you for asinine type of records, fucking money for fucking taxes of weed. Now, which in all intents and purposes, all it does is keep the weed man going, because the weed man keeps going. But then you want to then lock up the weed man because he ain't fucking taxing niggas like he when he sell his weed. No.
And y'all ain't taxing him either.
And the same weed, and as soon as you lock the weed man up, the weed that you get from him, you either smoke it yourself or you dead ass find a way to put it back on the streets
and grab another weed man.
And
we know the game.
So in all intents and purpose, every state, every part of it, whether it's legal or it's illegal, it's all about money. Cash rules everything around. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Come on, yo. What you
Rule
say?
motherfucking tank.
Yes, I.
Right? Yeah. Motherfucking tank.
Tell him.
Okay, whether it's legal or illegal, it's all about the money because they're making money regardless on every level. Whether it's legal or it's not legal, because the bottom line is in certain states. I mean, come on now, all this legal places that they have legal fucking weed, they all have different tax fucking tax prices.
Right on.
You know, some people got cheaper tax prices. Some people got ridiculous tax prices.
But
the tax prices go to the government, and the reason why they fucking made it legal so that they can also gain money off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when it's not legal, they automatically gain off the book money because they fucking picked up the weed man, pick up whatever weed he got,
pick up the product and
do whatever the fuck they want to do with the weed and lock him up like he's a whole fucking criminal for real. Like he's like his motherfucking product was out here making niggas drop dead. No,
I got you.
No,
I got you. Yes, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So no. That's the reason why that shit is not legal in every state.
I mean, where's the lie at for real?
You know what I mean?
As far as
talk about.
The reason why I smoke as well is because I have severe trauma that I'm dealing with. And everybody has their own form of it. So whatever is severe to you, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm an alcoholic, so I smoke weed to take care of that.
We do it all different for different reasons. The point is that what I respect about this here, everybody here, is that we're really honest with why we consume marijuana specifically. It's helped me with trauma. I want to talk about trauma a little bit because I feel it's so important. Like, because we all bring to the table our own traumas. And that's why you can hear somebody say something and get it all completely wrong, even though the intention was never to hurt. And I see that happening with my kids particularly and myself, because they'll do something and I'll like blow the fuck up. And it's like, did you really have to do that? Like, no, really, if you're really thinking from a logical point of view, it's like, was all of that necessary? And then I have to pull back and be like, oh shit, that's because when my mom came home from work and the house was a mess, she would start beating on me, or I would not beating necessarily, but she definitely bitching at me, like, why isn't this clean and whatever, and then just go ahead and just clean it right up. And so that was a pattern that I saw myself getting into. So it's like, and then the trauma with my relationships, whether it's somebody that I take seriously or somebody that I have like just a fling with, it's just like, I bring to all of that shit. When you mix your energy with somebody and your bodily fluids, you're mixing this with people's energy. It's really important, right? So I just say all of that to say, the reason, as long as we are conscious of knowing why we do the things we do, who's to say that you're wrong?
I mean, everybody's got a vice. We all grow up with our vice. We all gain a vice as adults. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it depends on how the vice, affects your life. You know what I'm saying? If you have a vice that affects your life negatively, obviously that's not a good thing for you to do. Obviously, it's something that you need to cut out of your life if you want your life to continue and flourish. But if it's a vice that actually helps you, actually, is a betterment to your life, then no one on earth should ever be able to judge you for it. And that's one of the things that we stress here. You know what I'm saying? Because as a mother, we've talked to people, we've talked to women, that we talked to men too, who felt like they should, feel some sort of shame based on the fact that they spend money on weed. And they have other things going on. They're a parent, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like, it's a stigmatism based on that you're seen as a drug addict. First and foremost, weed is a motherfucking plant. Okay.
Let's say that together.
Weed is a
plant.
Okay.
Seen.
And never have I ever in the history of my niggerdom, shout out to Cat Williams, never in the history of my niggerdom has weed
and Dave Chappelle
ever, and Dave Chappelle has a weed ever made me do anything crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, do anything crazy to hurt somebody, rob somebody, anything crazy to smoke a blunt. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. If anything, it has helped me create. If anything, it has helped me calm down. If anything, it has helped me to get over depression when I have felt depressed over things in my life. If anything, it has made sure and gave me another reason to want to live. So you know what I'm saying? And ain't no fucking and I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that about fucking heroin or cocaine or any of these new Molly, Percocets, whatever the fuck. Nobody, no.
Chemical based.
These chemical based ass motherfucking no. Weed has always been a natural herbal high that elevates your mind and makes you feel good. So therefore,
I'm not jerking off. I'm just over here with the
Thank you.
So therefore,
appreciate that.
So therefore, the weed is so when I hear people say weed is a gateway drug and you're a drug addict because you smoke weed and you shouldn't spend your money on weed. So what the fuck? If I'm not spending my money on weed and I happen to be one of those, first of all, I feel even the motherfuckers that claim that don't have a vice, you got a vice. If it's not gambling, if it's not smoking a cigarette, if it's not fucking watching fucking baseball and betting on it or whatever the fuck. Porn. If it's not exactly. If it's not porn, it's not the PS5 that everybody talking about. Buy your man a PS5 shit. Fuck out of here. Or every one of us have a fucking vice, and as long as you taking care of your life and still handling that vice, then nobody should be able to judge you for that shit.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I really hope that helps.
And marijuana, it has never, ever deterred me from being successful. It has never had me homeless. It has never had me sucking dick for fuck. The fuck out of here.
Hey.
That you wouldn't suck for free.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying if I sucked it, I wanted to. If I sucked it, I wanted to.
Come on.
Yes, exactly.
Y'all
cheers to sucking dick as well.
Lord,
I think there should be a national blowjob day.
When is that? When is that going to be? So I can
prepare myself to...
I think that is blowjob day.
I just have to Google that shit, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I think blowjob day is any day that you decide to give that.
No, guys, look, man, I'm just a sponsor.
Because best believe,
just sponsoring these events.
Just like
these are great
events. Best believe, if he walks in the door and he's like, baby, I swear to God, these niggas in my job get on my nerves, and you get on your knees, start sucking his dick. He'll be like, you know what?
Y'all don't know.
I don't even know why these niggas be talking to me like that.
Can I jump on that one for a second?
God, I don't know why these niggas
on that one for a second? I mean, that's what she'd say.
But
meanwhile,
I forgot what I was talking about, baby. I swear to God, because you sucking my dick so
I am
nice.
so hot on this one, guys, because honestly speaking, Ruby, when were we having this conversation at your house where we were saying that the queen's role is to make the king feel like a king? And the king's role is to make the queen feel like a queen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, get up in there, man. Tear those man's pants down, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to the microphone. You don't need to talk to them out.
Yeah.
Talk to the man. You know what I'm saying? And basically, just to wrap this up, from a man's perspective, I had this conversation with my partner and my better half. I'm the other half. She's the better half. So we were having this conversation, and
shout out to Ree.
Absolutely, shout out, baby. You know I love you. Yeah, you know what it is. Hey. And thank you for giving me such great friends. I'm in the middle of a podcast here. We are doing a great thing, man. I need to introduce my two sisters to y'all, family. Y'all need to know this is an empire. All right, we're talking about everything for all mankind. And we're here smoking those blunts. So somebody out there owes me a shot. Hey, cameraman, could you please get me a shot? Thank you.
I want a shot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shout out to Dennis too. We appreciate your support.
Shout out, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. Just to finish this up, and I'm gonna have my ladies take this up from here. If you personally think, thank you so much, my sister.
Are you taking a shot?
Child, I'm good.
I'm gonna fucking get fucked up.
Baby. Yes, it's the first time we had nigga on the show.
Yes.
And we want to be able to say hello and goodbye, without swirling words and shit. Because we already swirling words.
Yeah, we
there you go. You can't say words right.
Cheers. Let's take a shot, yo.
Yes, honey.
Cheers.
Yes, to big things out there.
Big things are
popping.
All day, big things are growing.
Oh yeah. And just to recap on what I was saying, I almost forgot what I was saying. Y'all almost got me. Man, it took me a while.
Well, let's do it.
No, that's that. Good. You know, the good does a good thing.
The good.
And big up, man. I think this is practically the only show that I have ever been to where I am allowed to smoke my weed. and do my alcohol. The alcohol part that I said earlier, you might want to scratch that. I am not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. Don't get those two twisted, please. I just wanted to clarify that memo right there. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. So, anyways, moving forward now, guys.
We handle business.
Yes, we do handle business. And what else do we handle out here at MSN?
We handle
these balls. Okay, I'm sorry. I've just been drinking too much.
That too.
And so for the men,
that's the plan.
So for the men, please pay attention to this channel right here. Please pay attention. Give me a second. I'm gonna scratch my ear with the wrong hand because the right hand is actually holding a shot. But seriously, men, pay attention to what is going on over here. My queens are telling y'all how to treat your ladies, how to treat your women, how to be better, how to be a better man. And the best way. Oh, of course. We're talking about motherhood.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Sex and marijuana. Okay. All things which a man is heavily involved.
Yes.
Some are heavily. Just to finish this up, man. As men, from our perspective, all we want from our women, talking about sex, man, please. You have access to the dick at all times. If you claim it to be your dick, you got access to it at all times. So why are we
know the power of your pussy, though?
No, I'm just saying, man. Why are we having situations where we are having to like play a part, like act a movie? Like this is real shit. It's going on. I'm chewing on my food on my plate. You're sucking my dick. It's all good. Go ahead.
What are we complaining about? We shouldn't be fighting at all.
Everybody eating. We good.
Suck some more of the dick.
I'm just saying.
That's it. And you know.
And by the time he done finish eating, he could get full on another plate. He could get full on another plate.
Shout out to those that eat pussy.
I'm just saying.
Can I ask you? I gotta hop on
you
that.
Got to you can't do it.
Yes, absolutely.
I just want to say, we was talking earlier, okay? We're asking from a cultural background. My brother here from Africa, Kenya specifically, right? Then me being from Samoa, it's an island. My sister is from Panama, and her dad is black as well. So she's of a mixed breed, and I also have
everybody, you know we have to smoke it up. And all the people, they might know we have to track. And all the police, they might have to stop it now.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Angelo. We just finished a whole micro SD card off of this content, so we're going to continue on the conversation. We're talking about oral sex and how your cultural background may have an effect on your views on that specifically, right? We talked about my sister here. Where are you from, sis?
Panama, but some real shit, I know for a fact, being with Jamaican men in my life, that Jamaican men, Caribbean men do not eat pum pum. They do not allow dicks for their dicks to be sucked. They do not eat pum pum. They hardly even suck titties. And it was shit. I ain't gonna say I've been with a lot of Jamaican men.
My Jamaicans, that is minus points.
That's not nice to be saying
Those
about
are
my
negatives.
pum pum.
Those
but
are
what
negative
I'm saying
points for you, my brothers.
that the first Jamaican man that ever ate my pum pum, he surprised the fuck out of me, bitch.
So there's exceptions to the rules.
He shocked the fuck out of me, like, oh, say word. You eat pum pum?
Yes,
who you want your dick sucked? And based on the fact that he ate pum pum really nice, I said, yes, I'm gonna give you the best head that you deserve. Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
You got the
yes, baby.
You got the
But we find out through talking to Jay Angelo that apparently African men don't eat pum pum neither.
Generally,
it's a thing.
Generally, African men, especially, let me speak for my Kenyan men. Most of us who do not have TVs in our homes, so that way we don't watch porn and shit, we don't get to eat pum pum and thing. We normally get to go to church or the mosque or wherever that is we go, and we are taught by our parents. I'm just gonna say it straight up. We are very straightforward Amazing. Yeah. Capture that for a minute. Capture that for a minute.
I'm dying over here.
We ain't done yet. We're taught on a serious note. Love your woman. You know what I'm saying? Leave your father's house and go make a house with your woman. How you make it is your business.
Eat that pussy is how you make it.
You better eat that poop.
See, them not tell us.
And if she don't suck your dick right, you better try to teach her
Them not
ass
tell us.
by making her watch a porno or two. Like, you see how that white girl swallow it? You try that. Let's try that.
Yeah.
No, let's stop the tape. We're going to stop it, and then I'm going to play it slow so that you can learn at the same time. See, watch and learn. See, no, all we got to do is pay attention.
No, see on the flip side.
I'm just saying,
my
you
sisters.
love her, you gonna teach her how to suck your dick.
On the flip side, my
if you
sisters,
love her, you gonna teach her how to suck your dick.
Okay,
Agreed.
so I mean, we don't even have to talk about the next point then, because I was just gonna say because I mean, from the African perspective, generally, traditionally, we frown on porn. We frown upon nudity. Public nudity and stuff like that. We are kind of like, and honestly, this is something that happened to us during colonialism and slavery. I'm gonna go into that at part 2 when we do part 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that at part 2. But literally, the mind of the present African right now, whether you're male or female, is mostly there's no public nudity. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, man: the youngins are breaking the bars. They are doing some
which is the same thing I mentioned with Jamaicans, because now there are a lot of there's another young generation of Jamaicans that are following Shensi and
Vibes Cartel, my boy, big up
and Popcorn, you know what I'm saying, and Pum Pum is getting licked and Dicks is getting sucked, and bitches is talking about eating other bitches' pussies, and other niggas is fucking other niggas. I'm just saying. This new generation is not having it. They are like, we're here, we're queer, and we like to come just like you do.
We like to come clear.
And
we like to come clear.
And we have a particular way of coming.
It's clear.
Particularly if you're interested in like clitoral stimulation, it's a thing, and it's all about pleasure. And I think that when you shy away from giving pleasure that somebody is actually desiring, like how much are you actually pleasuring that person? I've heard it be said like, oh well, that person eats pussy because he has no other choice. Meaning that to insinuate that the dick game wasn't on point. But still, I don't care how good the dick game is, you should still lick it where you stick it.
And child, if the dick game ain't right, you might want to lick it extra hard just to compensate, because certain females are going to remember and talk about you.
I'm a plead the fifth on this one.
Certain females gonna remember and talk about you and say, yes, he ate my pussy, but as soon as he slid the dick in, I didn't feel it.
Ouch.
Fifth.
The fifth. I might have to plead the fifth as well.
Okay. Honesty is not the policy.
No.
Oh, so we shouldn't tell the truth.
No.
Here's what I will say. In offense, on the same note, right? We talked about this, I think, on one of the podcasts, has anyone ever told you weren't the freshest down there? So we talked about how the pussy is actually like a cave, right? So it gets all wet in there. And so that shit can stink if you don't take care of it. There's pee that goes through there, you feel me? It could be, if it's that time of the month, there's some funky shit happening.
The panties, the panty, you could have bought some panties and the ink off the panty, the color.
I'm so sorry.
I'm supposed to switch it up a little bit.
Look, I'm so sorry.
The wrong toilet paper
I'm gonna have to hold it up. I'm gonna have to hold it up for my African
The wrong toilet paper.
And I used to eat pussy, a lot of it, and not everybody tastes the same, smells the same, even if it's the same person. So I think, in offense, I don't know why I said that, but I think we were going on the guys too hard. There's too much pressure on the guys.
No, there's not enough pressure. I'm about to turn it up for a second.
But for women, it's like we gotta have our own practices. You feel me? And I honestly, I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but I know that my coochie has to be clean.
Come on,
for sure.
Come on.
You got to.
I'm just saying. The main thing we all understand is that we're all human. This is the part that we gotta keep in mind, is that we're all human. You know what I'm saying? We could be the most cleanest people in the world. We could go take showers every day, and then when we get outside, we're working, we're sweating. You know what I'm saying? Shit is happening now. We live under this fucking mask shit, so we sweating over here. You know there's a whole situation going on. You know what I'm saying? So
where are the masks gonna go next? Who knows?
Exactly. So when you get home, you know what I'm saying? If somebody, walks up on you and wants a kiss, there might be certain smells that they might hit that just ain't too kosher.
That they masked before. They masked before, but
it's still there. So the fact is, you know what I'm saying, as long as you give that person, or you tell that person, hey, look,
this is what it is.
Let's both jump in the shower before we get into this.
Come on.
We both kind of funky.
So now riddle me this.
And that'll be that'll be a joke between y'all.
Riddle me this, my sister. Riddle me this, my sister. Which is why I tell my man, y'all need to be watching. Y'all need to be watching these queens when they be talking about this kind of things. Because they're talking about something. This is way, way, way advanced for a lot of our listeners.
It's
because
about humans, about being
exactly. And we're not saying anything about y'all not catching on it. We're just saying there's so many different dimensions here that are working right now.
His dick was stinking. I'm not gonna jump on Instagram
and
say that.
Come on.
But what I am gonna do is
you better clean your phone first.
But what I am gonna do is say, let's go take a shower, and
there
then
you go.
And I'll accidentally
gets washed clean.
Well, I know that I'm really cleaning your dick to make sure it's clean, because I'm cleaning it, but I'm being seductive and you loving it. We creating the moment, bitch.
Which is why I'm talking to my African men right now. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm gonna just take one for my African men, just one for the team, okay? Africa is hot,
baby.
So when we're talking about caves and everything else that we're talking about here, that shit gets steamy. And do we have running water?
Sour.
Let's not go there. So, but we need to get clean. Clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? That way we can be able to have more fun. Let's have more fun.
Have more fun. More options.
And also, let's be clean-hearted. As she's saying, she's actually bringing in from a very weird carve, and I love her because she is the one. Big up, Kai Stone.
Big up, Kai Stone.
The main and the only one. None other.
Right.
Okay? Big up. Ruby. The Ruby.
Definitely.
That's what I call her. She's the Ruby. Now, anyways, look, guys. Seriously. If you want a better relationship, you gotta have a cleaner mind and a cleaner heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna show in your actions. All right?
Definitely.
And that's why we smoke weed, because we are clean. See? Weed is not for everybody. By the way, there are some people that should not be watching this show. And if you're one of those people, please hang up now. If you're not one of those people that like weed, smoke weed, this is not the show for you. Sorry. Because we're talking about that while we smoke that weed. Because that's a whole nother topic.
But trust me, I refuse to believe that anybody that's judging any weed smoking is watching our show. I mean, that would be ridiculous.
Please
we didn't invite you.
Come on,
we didn't invite you. Like the bouncer should have put you out.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck let you in? Like Chris said, how the fuck you hate it from outside the club?
Right.
You can't get in.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, and if the bouncer let you in, we're gonna let him go too.
That's what Chris said. How the fuck you hate it from outside the club?
Yes,
you
sir.
can't get in.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Haters are gonna hate, and we are gonna prosper because we are successful because our mindset is right, isn't it now? Yes. Definitely. Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building. I love y'all.